have for critical thinking this week?
This week, I want to talk about groupthink. And groupthink is a term that was coined by a psychologist in 1972 named Irving Janis. And this is Irving Janis. I'll give you a good picture of him. Groupthink is basically following the crowd. That's a way to think about it. When you get a group of people together, oftentimes the leader, often in business the CEO, will say something like, this is a good idea, and then everyone that works for him will say, oh yes, this is good. They all agree with him. They don't want to rock the boat. They certainly don't want to have independent thought or critical thought. And so we see this, constantly throughout business and making bad decisions. In fact, one of the things to avoid, and you can tell this in a good CEO, is that he doesn't want people around them, and I shouldn't say he, it could be her.
He or she.
He or she.
Thank you.
Yes. But they don't want people around them that totally agree with them at all times, because you end up making very poor decisions. We've seen it in politics, we've seen it in war, we've seen it in business, and so on. So when you think of the way you make decisions, one of the things that you need to be doing is critically thinking independently.
Yeah, listen to other points of view.
Yeah, that's very important, is listening to others and then thinking to yourself whether they're right or wrong. But you have to listen to all the other points of view critically. And so following groupthink or listening to people that agree with you all the time isn't the best way to make a decision and can lead you astray. Actually, really.
Like a lemming off a cliff?
Like a lemming off a cliff, exactly. And there'll be more of this. I'll post something in the blog online at riskhumortv.org about it. But basically, the following the crowd makes decision-making easier, but not better. To make better decisions, listen to the ongoing opposing points of view and play devil's advocate with all of them. Then weigh the merits of each when you decide.